Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to spend some time. I'm always kind of checking out what's happening on the restaurant front, and done several segments on this because it does capture my interest. I do wonder what's going on in this area because I like to eat. Just look at me. You can tell I like to eat. Patrice Rice, she's with a company called Patrice and Associates. That's Patrice with the word A-N-D, Associates.com. And she is the CEO and founder of Patrice and Associates. And it's a hospitality recruiting firm. How are you, Patrice?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing fantastic, thank you. Already need to lose weight. Haven't even got to Christmas yet, but hey, other than that, I'm doing fine. Tell us a little bit about your firm. What kind of things exactly are you doing?
Well, what we do is we act as a staffing partner for most of the hospitality industry. Restaurants, casinos, hotels hire managers from us across the country. So we source great candidates for them to interview, and that's one hat we wear as a staffing partner with our client companies. The other hat we wear is that we basically are career coaches for managers who are looking for a job. We set up interviews because they work crazy hours in this industry. So we try to schedule interviews for them around their work schedule, help them with their resume, coach them through the process, and hopefully it's a win-win for the person looking for a job and the person looking to hire a manager.
Yeah, very, very good. How long have you guys been doing this?
24 years now.
Wow, that's amazing. And how are things doing post-2008?
Things have been doing well. Honestly, that's one thing I love about this industry. We're not too terribly affected by the economy, especially in the restaurant sector of our business. People still eat out. You may have more items on the dollar menu or more items on the happy hour menu, but people still eat out. They may not stay in a five-star hotel, but they're going to have breakfast at your local breakfast place, you know. So it's we really have not had a big problem with the recession. In the last 12 months, there's been a huge increase in number of new openings and new concepts popping up. So it's been good. It's a good place for me to be.
Yeah, very, very good. I'm surprised to hear you say that your industry has not been affected or is fairly insulated from that, because everything else I've read and seen shows that it's actually one of the more vulnerable ones, that people, will eat at a lower class restaurant nonetheless when their personal income is affected. They may not stop going to restaurants, but they'll alter where they eat, those type of things. But you're saying that that's not the case, or what exactly?
Well,
yeah, help me out
with
that.
They may not eat the fine dining restaurants, but people didn't do that as a normal course anyway. That was always a special occasion thing. If you think about it, how many adults do you know that pack their lunch to go to work? Kids hardly even pack their lunch anymore to go to school. Carry out, a curbside service, Outback Steakhouse, Chili's, Chevy's. You don't even have to get out of your car anymore for a carry out at these restaurants. People seem to have a sense of entitlement, and food in America is here to stay. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Mom and pop restaurants, independents, they hurt. But the big chains that have the deeper pockets, that have multiple units, and that people tend to frequent on a regular basis, they manage to not have big problems.
Yeah, and I guess the bigger the company, the more creative they can be in keeping costs lined up to keep it more affordable. Some of these places, it's pretty extraordinary. You look at it, and it looks like it's cheaper or it's comparable. And I mean, thinking like Subway's right now in December is giving away 6-inch subs for $2. I mean, that's kind of hard to beat that price.
It is. It is very hard to beat that price, but when you get into there, not everybody just buys the $2 item. Like Walmart has these great prices, but when you get in there, you don't just buy that. So some of it's a marketing, situation.
Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Learning a little bit about what's going on out there in the front, the food front, which is always of interest. Patrice Rice, CEO and founder of Patrice and Associates.com. Where are you corporately located?
We are located in the Annapolis, Maryland area, and we have 42 offices around the country.
Yeah, Annapolis, Maryland. That's one of my favorite cities in the world, actually, and I've been all over the world. It's one of those places I'd actually like to settle settle down after I get done working. It's just an incredible place. Lucky you to live there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it here. It's maintained its charm without becoming too metropolitan. But yet we're only like 25 minutes from D.C., which is kind of nice too.
Yeah, I will admit it was a lot more charming back in the 80s when people didn't know about it. Now
Agreed.
It's like way too many people around here. I like it when it was
There weren't nearly
asleep.
as many boats back then either.
What's that?
There weren't nearly as many boats back there either.
Yeah. I have to admit, that would be one of the reasons why I wouldn't move there is too many people know about it now. It's kind of a celebrity trap, but it's still charming. But it is expensive, too. No question about that. Patrice, appreciate it. You kind of give us an overview real quick before I let you go, the various sizes of your businesses, starting with your staff, percentage of your business activity, if you will. What percentage of your business activity is, say, dealing with the restaurants directly and coaching them?
Yeah, well, we deal with restaurants directly. We deal with all the big chains, the TGI
Right.
Fridays.
What percentage of your business activity focuses on that?
Almost 100%, because that's all we do.
It's all restaurants.
We're managers for the restaurant industry, the hospitality industry.
Very cool. Want to give you an opportunity to learn more about him. Patrice, Patrice, and Associates.com. Patrice Rice, CEO and founder. She spent time with us here on The Price of Business. Patrice and Associates.com. And check that out. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. And make sure you check out the new and vastly improved priceofbusiness.com. And that's what you're listening to, The Price of Business.